Grande Valley, South Texas. So, I guess this is the way it's going to be, right? My aggressor, Ophelia Moreno. Hi, Raymondville PD, right? Because you're watching hers and you're watching mine, right? I really shouldn't have to tell you, right? Because you already know. You already know. It's not the same. It's not the same. So, I've been surviving publicly for 10 years. I have. That one's no different. It's a little bit more difficult because in my opinion, and you, Raymondville PD, are watching this, in my opinion, you know, I have to be honest, I just feel that you all have a strange connection to her. Absolutely. Yeah. I really don't think that when the rest of America looks at all this, that they're not also going to think, yeah, there's a strange connection there. Because no one's going to behave the way that she's behaving towards Vanessa Tijerina. Taking the liberties that she thinks that are within the law to take. Harass her as much as she's harassing her. Lie about harassing her. And assume that the police are going to continue to act like tools for her. Unless there's something there. Kind of like an informant. Right? Yeah. Let her know. Let her know. As you should know. Because just the way that she feels empowered and safe, you know, everybody's watching my videos and they're watching everybody's videos. You know, I have to be a little bit extra protective. So, yeah, the U.S. Department of Justice is watching my videos. I don't know. They're supposed to be watching her videos too. Most importantly, they're looking to see how your police department handles the situation. But in the process, they're going to be watching all of this because they have to evaluate your choices based on how they feel you should or you shouldn't act. Right? So, right now, I was given word that, and obviously I'm going to have to document everything, and I see another police report. I believe that on every video where she addresses me, there's going to be a police report, because it's utter harassment. It really is. So you all saw the video that I did earlier, right? And I'm sure every single time I do a video, there's going to be more evidence of her harassment, right? So, you know what I see? I see, and I've seen this before. It's like when a cockroach knows that it's on its last seconds, you know? And they're on their back and they're kicking like, almost like a tantrum, right? And in my opinion, that's how I see her. So she's mad, and you know, it amazes me that she doesn't think, well, obviously her followers will, most of them, I would guess that nearly 100% of her followers do not have an affinity towards her. It's simply because they hate me. I will forever believe that. Forever. Absolutely. And so, it just amazes me that she really discounts, like, she gives no credit to the general public. She truly believes, and that's the Machiavellianism that I always will believe that she possesses. You have to have gotten away with a lot of shit in your life, in my opinion, in order for you to think that you are going to manipulate the public on a large scale. First of all, what your followers think, it does not matter. What the general public thinks, it doesn't matter. What matters is when all of this is presented to the Raymondville Police Department, are they going to do the right thing? Or are they going to do some shiesty shit that would imply, God damn, is she an informant for them or what? My goodness, right? Which is the opposite of justice. Yeah, right? So it don't matter. It don't matter what they think. And I love y'all too. I love y'all here too. In the ways that she wants it to matter, it doesn't matter what you all think either. However, I know that my support is much larger than the support that she has. And that I will always attribute to the fact that I truly believe that the majority of human beings are good human beings. And obviously, if you believe that, then things like this will happen, where the majority of the available public to make their opinion known will fall on the right side of the issue. So, right now, in my opinion, she's demonstrating guilty behavior. Guilty behavior. So, I let y'all know what happened, right? Her sister did talk to me, and she did provoke me, but she did not call me a bitch. She didn't. But she did provoke me. And remember, I have my dash cam footage, and the police last night, because I made sure, I was like, you all have more than one camera out front, right? Yeah. So I really think she made another mistake and did not watch my video in its entirety, the one that I just made. Because how can you claim that you were already in the police station when police officers, as you state, are going to be looking at what you're saying and what all parties are saying on social media? They're going to see that you're trying to imply to the public, which is trying to embarrass me and it's trying to torment me, because you're trying to paint a picture of that I'm a liar, that I'm an instigator, and that I'm a harasser. You're mongering hate against me. I don't like that. It torments me and it embarrasses me. Because if indeed the Raymondville Police Department is looking at your video that you just made right now, they're going to be like, why is she lying? Why is she lying? Yeah, Vanessa's video shows that she was in there, but we know that before Vanessa got there, she was no longer in the building. And because Vanessa said, please look at the video, and she requested it, which I will, it's going to show that absolutely not. Vanessa did not follow you in there. In fact, you followed her in there. Yeah, as is evidenced by the fact that when you saw me get there, you stopped reversing and you pulled forward and you parked. They're also going to see your sister lying, which is also embarrassing to me. I don't like Angie Gongora, substantiating her sister's lies and saying, I was following you behind you. Well, actually, in the reflection of my video, it shows that it took you a long time to waddle in there. which means you were not directly behind me at all. In fact, you waited until I entered the building for you to even reopen your door and get off the car. Isn't that right, Raymondville PD? Right? So why is if Ofelia Moreno is not trying to embarrass me, is not trying to humiliate me, and is not trying to torment me, why would she lie about the truth that you're aware of? Why? This is not a back and forth thing. This is Vanessa saying things that are substantiated by neutral witnesses like cameras. And this is Ofelia Moreno bizarrely trying to manipulate the public and even you. Yeah, even you officers. She literally thinks that y'all are not smart enough to know that, yeah, when you do that, that is embarrassing to Vanessa. That is humiliating. That is, yeah, that's torment. Because that's not the truth. So I think she understands. I mean, well, she's always known. I don't lie. I'm not lying. Everything that I'm saying is the truth, and everything can be substantiated. The minute that I say something that these police officers watching this see that it is an inconsistency or a false statement, that destroys my credibility. I am not going to let that happen. That is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. No. Because the minute that I allow something like that to happen, it does become a back and forth. It becomes lies versus lies. I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to let that happen. And the only way that I cannot let that happen is if it's truth versus lies. So, now she's saying, well, my sister feels, blah, 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 blah. Your sister should have shut her mouth, right? Because even though she did not call me a bitch, what she did say was, keep on walking on your stupid leg. I'm not even kidding. She did say that shit. Yeah, she did. She did. She did. She did. She did. Absolutely. She did. But the fact that she lied about calling me a bitch is an admission that, yes, she did exchange words with me. Actually, there was no exchange of words. Well, at least not me replying to her like that. I just said, don't fucking talk to me. And that's when she proceeded to say, keep on walking on your fucked up leg or your messed up leg. Like she was like 10 years old. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Right? And then she quickly closes the car door. So how are you behind me, Angie? How could you possibly be waddling behind me? How could you possibly, officers? By the time you're watching this, you've seen that video. And you know it is exactly as I stated. I am approaching the parking space. Ofelia Moreno sees me approaching the parking space as she is reversing. She then sees me and decides to be a harasser. You've already seen this. Because I'm going to request it, and if I see it, you're going to see it, and the whole public's going to see it, right? Because we're paying for those cameras, and everything on those cameras that are out there outside of your building are public information. And in this case, it's my evidence, right? But you know, she's, in my opinion, highly emotionally unintelligent. Highly. No control over those emotions. A zero. Right? So when you have that and you possess a lack of emotional intelligence, you don't have the ability to tell yourself, don't say that stupid shit. Don't say that stupid shit. Yeah. So when you say that stupid shit, and by you saying that stupid shit, it is embarrassing somebody, it's humiliating somebody, it's tormenting somebody, you are, and you know that, you are doing it with intent. That means with intention, you are directly violating the harassment law. I didn't do no such thing. No. All I'm doing is surviving out loud and saying exactly what happened. That's what I'm doing. Isn't that right, officers? Because your job is to take what I'm saying and to take what she's saying. And if you do the right thing, then as much as maybe some of you may not like me, I don't know, right? But if you have integrity and you're doing your jobs the correct way, your conclusion is going to be everything that Vanessa Tijerina is saying and doing on social media is 100% not hate speech, is 100% constitutionally protected, and is 100% the truth. And everything that Ofelia Moreno is saying is a fabricated, false narrative. Which, if it's mongering hate, is hate speech and is not constitutionally protected. Which, in the state of Texas, if the speech was meant to embarrass me and torment me and humiliate me and harass me, is a violation of that penal code. Period. It's really that simple. It really is. She's trying to make it complicated because it's not going her way. Never when she's opposing me will it go her way. But she's in denial of that. She is. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I will forever savagely survive. Forever. Also, so why are you lying, Angie? I don't like that. When you lie like that, Angie, I feel harassed by you. I feel embarrassed by you. You're trying to embarrass me in front of the public. First of all, you tried to embarrass me by claiming that you called me a bitch because you were trying to score points that you were calling a bad bitch a bitch. No, you didn't. And then you gave your sister ammunition without first telling her. Why didn't you fucking tell? Don't you love her enough to tell her, wait, I did tell her some other stupid shit though. Hold on, don't say that shit. No, you didn't do that either. You didn't. You should have done it, but you didn't do it. Because she's implying to the public and you're there allowing her. You're allowing her. So both of you two are working together like a fucking little harassing team. Las dos. Necesitan las dos. Because one, man, not even both of you together. But anyway, man, if it wasn't so harassing, I would feel really flattered. The fact that both of you need each other to even attempt to try to manipulate not just the public, but the police. That's crazy. It's like, that's crazy. That is some crazy, bizarre confidence. Yeah, it's, in my opinion, like a deranged witch, you know, that feels they're so powerful that they have the ability you know, to control minds. You didn't see that. You saw this. Ew. Ew. That's crazy. I feel so scared. I really do. I fear for my life. Especially when you guys have voodoo dolls. Legit voodoo dolls to the Santa Muerte. I know. Who's not going to fear for their lives? Anyway, let me tell you what else. So then, and all of this happened right now. All of this happened right now. And she says, and you admitted this morning, you admitted that she didn't call you a bitch. No. No, she didn't call me a bitch. No, she was being a punk ass, you know, trying to flex and say she called me a bitch. And she didn't. What she did say, and how she did provoke me was, keep on walking on your stupid foot, on your stupid leg. Fuck you! And then she says, so you see, she was saying stuff to Angie, and Angie wasn't telling her anything, which wasn't true. And officers, you know this, because by this time, you should have seen that footage. And I will have too, because I am going to request it. Right? Because not only do I love, you know, to defend myself, because nobody else can do it better than me, but I love to prove a bully, harasser, aggressor wrong. Absolutely. I love that shit. It's like a fucking sport to me. Yeah. So, then she says, and then Angie opens her mouth and says, and I was right behind her. How the fuck were you gonna be waddling right behind me? How the fuck were you gonna be waddling right behind me when you closed the door and you didn't get out of your car until I got in there? Okay, there's that, right? And then she says, and why was she looking straight at me? If she wasn't telling me, because she knows now she looks like stupid, in my opinion. Because she assumed something. And now she's trying to literally smoke and mirrors the whole entire thing. Everything. So fucking desperate. Raymondville PD. How come that does not come off as psychotic to you? You know what? In the investigation of all of this, can you please consider that this human being who's literally going to try these psychotic tactics could possibly have had something to do with my beating? Especially because she went also trying to defend herself about that again. Yeah. Number one suspect behavior. Total guilt in my mind, right? So then she says, well, if she was telling Angie, but she wasn't telling Angie because she even said Angie didn't call you a bitch, so because I said Angie didn't call me a bitch, that equals to Angie didn't tell me anything. Oh my God. Yeah, that's the level of intelligence that's harassing me. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. She really wants the world to believe that, well, she said Angie didn't call her a bitch, so that equals to Angie didn't tell her anything. I'm not kidding. It's the truth. And then she says this, and forgive me because I don't talk like this. She says, no, because if that was true, then why didn't she turn around? Why did she look straight at me saying, fuck you? Because I'm not a heathen like you. That's why. Because I'm not a heathen like you. Plus, I knew that your sister was going to watch the fucking video knowing that the fuck you was to her. So she goes on right now, literally in a video right before I made this one, saying, no, it's not true. It's not true, because if what she's saying is true, then she would have turned around and said, fuck you! No, I don't behave that way. No. That's your behavior, that's not mine. Yes. Yes, that's also what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing here with somebody that assumes that her behavior is the standard. And if somebody does not react the way she would have reacted, then they are lying. I'm not even kidding. Mm-hmm. And then she says, again. And then how can you be there? You know, you recorded it, everything. And even after she knows all of the other stuff, she still says, and she's there saying, no one's going to believe you. No. And I'll repeat it. No one on the fucking planet except your hateful followers or corrupt police officers are going to believe that I told you, fuck you. After seeing everything, no fucking way. No one is going to believe you but the people I just stated. Do you see that? I'm repeating with conviction. I'm not taking nothing back. I mean it all. I meant it all then and I mean it all now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But honestly, Angie, the fuck is wrong with you? For real. Do you know how you look in the minds of people? They see you waddle in way after. And because of the timing of which when you came in, I was right behind her. No, the fuck you were not. There was not a motherfucking thing that was rolling around, tumbling around, waddling around behind me. Nothing. No. Mm-mm. It was when your sister was telling me, mutual combat, and I take off my, and all of a sudden, there you are waddling in. You see? You lied. And you see, Raymondville PD, they lied. And why am I making this video, Raymondville PD? Because she's doing exactly why I started making these reports. Violating the penal code. Mm-hmm. In every fucking video that she makes. Yeah. And then she says, she had a problem with me saying, and then she said that I said that you know, that it was my opinion, but then that I said, you know, that no, she was doing drugs and that everybody knew. Well, everybody knows. You can't be repeating a lie like that. But you don't, you know. It's you. But no. That's because a judge, a good judge, a non-corrupt judge, and a non-corrupt law enforcement, right? They're gonna know that you're full of shit and that you're wrong to say, oh no, I can say this because other people are saying it. And I can say it's true because other people are saying it. No, it's tormenting me. And it's harassing me because it's untrue. Mm-hmm. Please do not tell me that that big-nosed Kristen came over here like that. Don't. Because I'll remind everybody who she is. You should probably erase your comments because if you came over here right now, Cecilia got arrested. And she lives outside of Willacy County. What makes you think that you doing this to a person with a disability and you making contact here on my page after I told you to never contact me again? What makes you think that you're not going to wind up with a big nose in your fucking mugshot? Oh, you don't like what I said? Stop provoking a person with autism. Get the fuck away. Get away. You're harassing me. You're a Texas resident. You can be arrested. She left, right? Right. She left, right? Because from this point on, how many minutes are we? Okay. First of all, she shouldn't have even come over here. She was already violating the harassment law. Right? Already. But for her to continue after this, and then she's going to be all mad because the whole world is going to see her and her nose. A whole ass nose as a mugshot. Don't come over here provoking me and triggering me and then getting mad. You know. It's a manifestation of my diagnosis. That's your fault. That's not my fault. Nobody told you to come and harass me. Y'all take screenshots for me, please. Okay? Of her doing that. Because if they can arrest Cecilia and her husband, then they can sure enough, you know, put this nose in shackles. Absolutely. Of course you're going to say that, Sunshine. You're going to say that she's a beautiful woman. Because she looks like Ophelia, in my opinion. And Ophelia looks like you. And all three of you look like you belong around a cauldron. And also, Sunshine, you live in Texas too. And you shouldn't be coming over here to harass me. What the fuck makes all of you ugly-ass women, in my opinion, that support Ofelia Moreno, who have harassed me, think that you can come over here? Raymondville PD, this is what I'm talking about. When people like this go unpunished, they are empowered to continue to break the law. Sunshine is AKA Mama Bear. She's been harassing me for years now. Why? What'd you do to her, Vanessa? Absolutely fucking nothing. Just the same thing that I didn't do to fucking Ofelia Moreno. Absolutely fucking nothing. Just the same thing that I didn't do to the walking nose, KK. Absolutely fucking nothing. All of these bitches became aware of my existence and came towards me or offended me, and they took offense to my fucking savage defense. Now whose fucking fault is that? Yeah. You can say you're wrong all you want, but I'm gonna make a police report against you. All right? Leave. Sunshine, Mama Bear. Everything you say from this point forward is going to also be considered harassing, but the fact that you came here in the first place was already harassing because I had told many of your previous profiles to not come over here. Ma'am, every line you are writing is continued harassment. Y'all can't see it, but I can see it. I can. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so what else did she say? Anyway. Oh, she said, you know, well, she was telling me, fuck you. No, I wasn't. And the police will know that too. Anyways, but she did say, well, I can go and say that, you know, that's like me. She's lying. She's still, you know, that's another police report, y'all. I'm going to probably be there again tonight, officers. If I have time, I'll be there tonight. If not, I will be there tomorrow morning again. Every day. If you think that she's relentless, you have not seen me defend myself. Yeah. You can set a clock by me. She's going to be there. Every time. Yes. Autistic people are like that. We get in a routine, report. In fact, if I miss reporting, and I should have, it's going to ruin my whole fucking day, so I might as well just do it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, she said, yeah, and she's still saying that she's a protected status. She wasn't even smart enough to listen to the live video that I made with Officer Tamez. Yeah, the one that she was like, Tamez! As if she was in her house. That's really weird, you see. I only assumed that an informant would do that, you know? But anyway, Officer Tamez, that's why I said, I knew it was being recorded. I knew the public would see it. And I said, she is giving the impression to the public that a person is only a protected status if they are disabled and or get a disability check. Did you not hear? Did your fucking sister, who's supposed to love you, she didn't fucking tell you don't say that shit? Like, she doesn't warn you? Because you ain't gonna do it for yourself. But did you not hear Tamez say, no, you don't have to. You don't have to be disabled. And you don't have to get a disability check to be of a protected status under that federal statute. So she goes on to mock me and make fun of me and embarrass me and torment me by saying, that's like me saying, well, she was telling me stuff and you know, and I'm a person with a disability, but I'm not. Yeah, exactly. That's another reason why this is not a back and forth thing. You see, I'm like your son. It's a spectrum. And that's why there's low functioning, high functioning, and everything in between. It's not my fault that you don't have the ability to comprehend that, or your hate is so strong that it blinds you from the truth. That's not my fucking fault. And it's not my responsibility to make you fucking understand that. It is my responsibility to advocate for myself and make sure that I get fucking justice against your stupid ass. Yeah. So, that's another reason why this is not a back and forth. This is a woman with a disability who is highly creative, highly fucking creative, highly creative, is much more intelligent than the person that is harassing her and that person's sister, and who in every move she makes in this entire thing is a move that is legal, lawful, ethical, and constitutionally fucking protected, versus a woman who is the complete opposite of that and is not of a protected status. That's the biggest reason why this is not a back and forth. Yeah, sure enough. I get it. And police officers, don't do that. Just because my creativity and my intelligence makes her feel like shit, that doesn't fall under the harassment law. Just because people feel, you know, some kind of way because, you know, of those reasons, that is not Vanessa Tijerina harassing anybody. That is somebody with low fucking self-esteem harassing Vanessa Tijerina. All right. I love you so much. Oh, we have Roxanne Miller here. Why are your pupils so large? Are they? Actually, they're tiny. You see that? They are about 2 millimeters. You didn't think I was going to do that, did you? Yeah, because you are a stupid hater. You are. But you do see my pupil, right? Right? Look at that. Look at all of that. Look at, it's like my whole eye is my iris. Yeah, that's a 1.5 to 2. Yeah. They are not dilated in the slightest. You are a dumbass. You know that? Oh, right. You are so stupid. Look, ma'am, I get it. If you were doing a live video, there's no fucking way that you would fucking make that fucking mug get that close to the fucking camera to prove a hater wrong. But that doesn't mean that everybody that you target is going to have your low self-esteem. She says, yep, they are large. Nope, not stupid, not a hater. Just speaking the truth. There is a very big difference. No, I'm sorry. There's my pupils. Anybody can go ahead and screenshot this and measure them. There they are. A perfect 1.5, maybe a 2. More like a 1.5. All right. Do you want to go live? Because at this point, I find it so fucking fascinating. You know, like I would pay a quarter to see you talk. Can we see you? Can we please see you? We do. We want to see. We want to see. We want to see. We want to see this beacon of reason and intelligence. Yeah? Or no? Where did she go? What happened? Now I'm disappointed. I wanted to see that fucking oddity on here. For real. She didn't want to. I'm asking her. We want to see you. Yeah. We want to see the person who thinks that they can evaluate pupils, even when the pupil is literally shown to you. Look at how tiny it is. Where did you go? Because you don't got it like that, right? People who have yikes and jump scare potential, you don't come over here like that. Because you're going to look even stupider. And we're going to know. Right? Yes. Oh, here she goes. 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 Hold on. First, let me see if I can bring her live. You are a pussy ass fucking bitch. Why do all these fucking pussy ass bitches come over here? Like a whole ass walking vulva. A whole ass walking vagina. For real. All that energy and doesn't even let me bring her fucking live. Oh, here we go. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm asking you, so don't deny it. No. Why did you do that? No, why did you do that? Let me videotape it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. You're going to look real stupid. Okay? I'm recording it. All right? Okay, let's see how ballsy you are. All right, here we go. And watch her be a pussy. Ah! You see? Couldn't add guests. This person was unable to join because of technical issues. Let me see if she took it off. Hold on. It's all being recorded. Here we go. Here we go again. And, yeah. Not letting me. Oh my goodness. If I had time, I'd want to look through your profile right now and probably show it to everybody. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Because you already proved that you're a dumb ass. Okay? So, bye. Oh, I see the thumbnail. Don't get mad at me because they can play a whole ass movie on your fucking forehead. That's not my fault. Get out of here. Anyway, I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Okay? I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank you so much. And just remember, keep an eye out, you know, for my hater. I need you all to see that, you know. If you all if she probably knew that I was going to make her cry. That's why she didn't want to come over here. Who's going to want to come over here with that big ass fucking forehead? It was going to be nothing but fucking forehead. I mean, for real. Don't go over there trying to put people down, trying to shame people when you are literally a whole ass fucking forehead with legs. Don't do that. I wouldn't do that. Anyway. Thank you for looking out for me. And feel free to comment and come back to these videos after you go to hers. And let me tell you something. It's working. It's working. I asked you all every day. I have a ritual, and so do a lot of my friends. We all go to Ofelia Moreno's hate page, and we put a thumbs down on every single fucking video. Every single video. Every day. It's like a routine. So when you hear her complain about nobody got notifications, no, because the algorithm has picked up that nobody likes your shit because of all the thumbs down. Yeah. Yes. And every time she has like an issue or something, so it's working. It's working. It's working. Oh, but the officers watching this know that that is not against the law. I don't know what to tell you, right? Don't harass a woman that is more creative than you. I don't know what to say. Okay. Yes. Miss Warhead can, and you know, did she even ask permission, or she just abandoned the bridge that she came from? Either way, when I blocked her, she can go back and guard that bridge that she was under. Because anyway, all right. Oh, let me send it to you. Hold on, Amanda. 1 second. Hold on. You know what? I'm gonna pin your comment and give me about 15 minutes, and I'll come back. And on your pinned comment, her whole page will be there. If you want to get some snacks and shit, go through all of her videos until you get tired and